Alright, you guys, welcome back to some more Cafe Stella. We are still in Meihio Chidani's route. Just went swimming with her. That went really well. And her swimsuit was a little tight in a certain area. And you guys made sure to comment about that, so thank you. And then we met one of her friends from school. Or, at least we thought was her friend. But the interaction was a little bit weird. We're going to have to see what happens with that. Hopefully we'll get some more interactions here soon. Because it was just strange. But right now we are heading to her house. She invited us over, which she's never done before. So we'll see how that goes. Apparently we're going to maybe meet her parents. So let's do it. Since I'm helping her study, that probably means we'll be going up to her room. I've been waiting for this moment. I want to see what her home life is like. Feeling slightly nervous, I step inside. Hyochidani-san's mom immediately comes out to greet me. However, it seems that Hyochidani-san forgot to mention the person who'd be helping her study was a guy. Her mom looks somewhat surprised to see me. Isn't this just wonderful? Nonetheless, she quickly ushers me into the living room for a cup of tea. However, I have a feeling she has some unfounded suspicions regarding my relationship with Hyochidani-san. Sure enough, she wanted to know whether or not I was dating her daughter. At first, her questions about our relationship were rather innocent, but they gradually became more and more direct until I could only smile awkwardly in response. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's gotta suck. Hyochidani-san must have been feeling just as uncomfortable as I was. Finally, she cut off her mom and invited me up to her room. Oh, her room's cute. I like her lights. Those are kind of unique. And she's got a lot of stuffed animals around here. Really can't tell what those pictures are in the background, but got those little fat pigs on the side. It's adorable. She seems to a sigh as she closes the door. Hey, she's just looking out for her daughter, but it kind of sucks when parents do that. It's just really awkward for everybody. It's okay, your mom sure doesn't mince words though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that as a parent. That's not gonna be me. That's not my place, okay? Hyochidani-san flops onto her bed, burying her face in her pillow and kicking her legs. While she greatly resembles her in terms of cheeriness, her mom is, in a certain sense, the complete opposite of her daughter, who immediately goes red in the face to mention those sort of topics. I think the way that you can have a mom like her mom, and then you can have May, who's very, not open about talking about those sort of things, is that they never had that conversation growing up. And it's very important to do that, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not going to give too much advice on that, but I know as a parent, I will make sure my kids know what is what, okay? Don't worry about it, honestly. Excuse me. I like how frank your mom is. Makes it easy to talk to her. Yeah, definitely asks us some weird questions. Living room, your room, either's fine with me. And you just have a bunch of stuffed animals, it's fine. The room in question is full of stuffed animals. It suits her personality to a T. And what's more, it smells really nice in here. Nice and girly. Yeah. May, I absolutely agree with you there. As soon as he said that, I knew what she was going to say in response. It's just weird. She suddenly stands up, glaring sharply towards the door. Uh-oh, we have somebody listening in. It's the NSA. A few seconds after the door closes, I hear the muffled sound of her voice again. Why? What was she suggesting we were doing? It's really funny hearing this conversation, but like totally muffled. It just makes it more funny to me. She eventually returns bearing a tray loaded with drinks and snacks. Very nice. Very nice of her. Closing the door with her foot, she places the tray on the table and sits down. I mean, I have no idea what you expected, okay? You brought a boy home unannounced, and what was she supposed to think? Well, that's just how moms are, especially when you invite a guy into your room. Just like you, eh? Both of you tend to go a little crazy when it comes to things you like. Yeah, that's very true. Gosh, that's the worst. When you're growing up and you realize you're doing something exactly the way your parents do, and you're like, oh, frick, I see myself, you know. I see them in myself. It's really bad. I mean, as you grow a little bit older, you notice some things. It's like, oh, okay, I'm glad I got that from them. But then you see other things, and you're like, oh, don't want that. What if Mikado told you could pet him as much as you wanted? Like mother, like daughter. Yeah, Kousei, this is Mei's route, not her mom's route, okay? Stay focused. Hyochidani-san falls backwards onto the floor, but then quickly gets up again. So, not to break away from the happy moment here, but they haven't addressed her father. So either is her father at work or something, so he's not at home at the moment, or is he just not in the picture at all? I wonder if they're going to go into that more. Putting on a serious expression, she stands up and walks over to the bookshelf. After pulling out several textbooks, she sets them down on the table before going to the mirror to comb up her bangs. Oh, I forgot you wore contacts. Putting on her glasses, she sits down again. You know, I was beginning to wonder, are they going to end up showing her eye? And they did. They did show her other eye. I think they might have once before, but they really put it behind her bangs, huh? You look totally different with those on. Yeah, you just look like you have glasses on one part of your eye. Yes, they do. I love when my wife wears glasses, but she hates it. She's like, oh, I want to get LASIK so I don't have to wear glasses anymore. I'm like, really? I think you look really good with the glasses. I've always told her that, but she doesn't believe me, so. Yeah, only if you're not smart to begin with, though. Wow, Kousei, that was a little mean. That was good, though. I like that. I feel like like when you're trying to like start a relationship, whatever, like joking around and finding someone you can joke around with like that is really important. Because see, I like to make jokes, you know. Sometimes I'll almost like make fun of, you know, my wife a little bit, but I do it lovingly. Like I'm not trying to insult her or anything. I do it lovingly, okay? But you know, I like to have that kind of relationship where I can do that. Well, how about you show me how smart you really are? Oh, come on, you're the one who asked me to help you study. Yes, please. Is this what I think it is? Oh, frick. I got really excited there for a second. I'm like, they're going to talk about their relationship. But yeah, I want to hear more about that actually too, so I'm not disappointed. He smiles somewhat awkwardly. I would like that, but that's up to you. Kind of hard to miss. I guess you didn't notice it. Yeah, there was. Judging from her reaction, it doesn't seem to come as a surprise to her. Have you seen them around her before?
ギリで早い子だったんですが、スランプになっちゃったみたいで。
That's what caused her to begin attracting
だと
butterflies.
思います。もやもやしだしたの悩み始めた頃なので、フォームを見直したり基礎トレーニングの時間を増やしたりいろいろしてたみたいなんですけど、全然タイムが伸びなくて、むしろ落ちちゃって。周りは励ましてたんですけど、顧問の先生がちょっとプレッシャーをかけるタイプなんですよね。
Isn't that crazy? Like how like mentally, if something's like getting in your way, that can affect you so physically. Like her time literally got slower because mentally she's so bogged down. It's wild to me. Oops. Sorry if that made a loud sound.
それでどんどん追い込まれちゃったみたいで、性格も暗くなってきて、それで私見ていられなくて。はい。
Huh. He hesitates momentarily before nodding.
実は小さい頃、左目のことに気がついてすぐの頃はよく使っていたんです。
I mean, I don't really blame her, especially like if she didn't make the connection of what it does. I mean, she was just getting rid of fuzzies in her vision, right?
もやもやを消すと調子が良くなるとか、そういうことを理解せずにですけど、
Yeah, exactly.
もやもやを見つけたら消していました。そのうちもやもやを消すのはいいことっぽいぞって分かるようになってきたんですけど、でもお母さんとお父さんに話して気がついたんですよね。あ、これ普通じゃないんだって。
Hold on one second. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I read that right. So her dad was in the
最初
picture
は笑
there.
ってたんですけど、私がしつこく言ってたらすごく心配されちゃって。それから左目の力は使わないようにしてました。
Well, she probably thought like she was a little bit crazy when her mom was saying, "What are you talking about?"
はい。最初は眼帯つけようかと思ったんですよ。でも完全に痛い子なのでやめました。
Yeah, you made a smart choice. But her expression quickly grows somber once
それ
more.
でまあ左目のことは隠してたし、もやもや見つけても無視するようにはしていたんですけど。
But you weren't able to ignore your friend's problems.
はい。笑わなくなっちゃったあの子のこと見ていられなくて、おまじないかけてあげるって言ってもやもやを消しました。それで調子良くなったんです。よかったって思ったんですけど、です。閣下は私の目がモヤモヤを消すといい方向に行くことが多いって言ってましたけど、
Huh.
聞きませんでした。またすぐ調子崩しちゃってモヤモヤし始めちゃって、その後も何回か消してあげたんですけどダメで。
So she was getting rid of butterflies, but like her problem wasn't getting solved then. Well, what if Mikado says is true? Maybe your powers are only able to heal the soul, the heart. But if the cause of your friend's problems are physical rather than emotional, that would explain why your powers don't have much effort
そう
or much
か
effect.
もですね。一時しのぎにしかならなくて。でも一時しのぎでも調子良くなるのは間違いないわけじゃないですか。あの子、私のおまじないに頼るようになっちゃって良くないなって思ったんです。おまじないがないといいタイム出せないって思い込んじゃったら。
So she kept solving it over and over, and her friend was pretty much relying on her. And then May's getting concerned, like, hey, I'm not really solving your problem. I'm just kind of giving you temporary relief over and over. And, like, this isn't healthy. This isn't helping you in the long run. And so she probably stops doing it, and then her friend resents her for it, saying, "Hey, you were my only relief from this. Why aren't you helping me? I thought we were friends."
それで左目の力を使うのを、はい、おまじないくらい
Yeah,
してくれて
I
もいい
was right.
じゃんってちゃんと説明したんです。おまじないがないとダメって思い込んだら余計に調子を崩しちゃうかもしれないからって。けど部活仲間も割れちゃって、してあげなよってこと、メイの言うことは正しいって。
I like how no one questions how she has a magic spell in the first place that actually worked.
それも良くないなって思って、私のせいで部の雰囲気が悪くなるのは。
Yeah, isn't that crazy how she like initially set out to help and then like realized she was going too far and was like inhibiting her from growing as a person? You know, you were just trying to do the right thing in both cases. So you decided to quit the swim team.
はい、おまじないをするふりをするのは簡単でしたけど、嘘は嫌で、それにズルしてる気分になっちゃったんです。みんな壁にぶち当たったら努力で乗り越えるじゃないですか。
There's a lot of good life lessons in here, honestly. Like, that's the other thing I like about this route is it's just so relatable to me in a way. I mean, like when I first started like dating and like it relates to me in that way, and then like this where you have to overcome certain things on your own effort, like that's very relatable. I've gone through plenty of experiences in life where I had to just kind of do it on my own. I felt like I was on my own, and then I definitely had to do it on my own. But that's just what you have to do. I mean, it's hard, but you just kind of have to find things that will motivate you and help you to get through it. But ultimately, it's you that needs to make certain decisions, that you need to like maybe think differently about it. Like we just learned, mentally, if you're having problems, that can affect you physically, right? So sometimes it's just a change of attitude that you need, like a different outlook on life.
でも私のしていることってドーピングみたいなもので、
Yeah.
なおさらそんなものに頼らせちゃいけないって思ったんです。
I think the great thing is that May did the right thing in both cases, where she was trying to help her friend, and then she realized that it was becoming a dependence thing, and she stopped. So she did the right thing in both cases, in my opinion. Now, she probably could have just not solved her problems right away in the first place, but, you know, I feel like if you had the power to do something, as a friend, you'd want to help. So I feel like that was the right call, and it was the right call to say, hey, I've been helping you for long enough, and this is not helping you, actually. I realized that, and I'm gonna stop it.
自分でやっておいてなんですけど、やめるのが正解だなって。あの子のそばから離れるのが。
Like, as sad as this is, like, May really did try.
ですね。はい。前話した理由も嘘ではないですけど、本当でもないです。本当は逃げたんです。私はそういう卑怯なやつです。
I mean, I don't know about that, May. I think you were in such a difficult situation. I don't even know what the right call there would be. Like, you would probably just need to distance yourself from that friend, because they're asking something of you that you know will hurt them. And it's like, I feel like your moral obligation there is to not keep doing that.
あ、急にすみません。自分語りしちゃって。
No, you're fine, May. I really enjoyed that conversation. Like, it really got me thinking. I love those type of deep, thought-provoking things. I really haven't had a lot of those since we started playing this game. So, like, I really appreciate, like, slowing down and, like, getting to think things. And I mean, not to say I don't think about this game while I'm playing it, but usually it's a lot more comedic, you know? This is a lot more serious, and we're talking about, like, morality and, like, what the right and wrong thing to do was here. I like that. Like, honestly, like, I've already said this a few times, like, May's route has been, like, incredible so far. Like, I'm really enjoying this. What What a person who wants to help other people and wants to see them happy. It's clear that you only had your friend's best interest at heart. It's because you care for her that you decided she'd be better off without you. You didn't run away and you weren't being a coward. You made an incredible sacrifice for the sake of your friends, and I think that's amazing. Kousei, you are saying all the right things right now, my guy. I'm so proud of you. Sometimes Kousei is on point, and it's very rare, but sometimes he is. I'm so proud of him.
どうしよう。
Please do not cry. I will cry too. She looks down, shifting aside her glasses to rub at her eyes. Then, slightly tearful, she looks back up at me shyly.
ありがとうございます。実はずっと悩んでて、そう言ってもらえて嬉しいです。先輩は私の目のことに気がついてくれて、そうやって励ましてくれて、大げさで引くかもですが、先輩は私の恩人です。
That's very heartwarming because Kousei is the one always saying that he owes her a lot, and now she's saying it back. Yep. You supported me in my time of need, so this time it's my turn to support you. If there's ever anything you want to get off your chest, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to listen if you want me to.
はい。ありがとうございます。
Gosh, this is such like wholesome overload. I love it. Wish there was something I could do about your friend too.
すぐにでも対処すべきって感じだとは思うんですけど、私が何かしようとすることで、ますますスランプに陥っちゃうと思うんです。
You think the right thing to do is to just watch
そう
over her.
信じてます。遠くから見守るのが一番いいんだって。
I feel like maybe the only thing you could do is like apologize and just say you want what's best for her and you just didn't think, like, just being truthful about what she just told us, maybe telling her. I mean, not the whole butterfly thing and the whole wisp or whatever, but just telling her like, hey, I realized I kept doing this for you and it was just not helping you. Like, you just kept falling back into a slump and I just thought that was very unhealthy and toxic of me. So I think alternatively you could do that, or you could just keep watching over. I don't know what the best call there would be. That's very up to the individual.
あの子なら絶対自分の力で克服できると思うから。
But yeah, it sounds like she really believes she can do it.
ありがとうございます。先輩、やっぱり優しいな。
Stop, you're embarrassing me.
すみません。急に変な話しちゃって。
No, May. We enjoyed this. You don't need to apologize for it. And like I said, I'm here to help anytime you need me. Don't forget that.
はい。じゃあ、早速力になってください。
Ready to start
よ
studying,
ろし
eh?
くお願いします。まず、もう。
Uh-oh. Yuchidani-san looks angrily towards the door. This time I noticed it as well. Miss Yuchidani is definitely standing outside.
何度もすみません。
Oh, moms. I mean, to be fair, if I was a parent in that situation and my daughter was alone with a boy in her room, I'd probably be a little concerned too. So, as soon as the door closes behind her,
お母さん、バレバレなんだからね、足音で。
but if May is about 18, right? Like, I'm just assuming she's like a senior. You know, this is her last year of school. If she's 18, let her make her own decisions, okay? Hopefully, as a parent, by 18, you've taught your child about safe sex. I'm just gonna say it, okay? Hopefully, you've taught them about those things. Like, this shouldn't come as a surprise to her. You know, just let your daughter do your own thing. I mean, I understand it's still your house, even if your child is 18. Like, there's certain rules, but hopefully you've taught them better, and you should be able to trust them, right?
やめてって言ったじゃん。盗み聞きとかほんと最低だから。だからいかがわしいことって何？
Something dirty.
ないでしょうが。もうだからもうお菓子もいいからまだ食べてないから。だからもう何回言う
I love how she's yelling loud enough that Kosei's probably just sitting in there awkwardly, like.
もう買い物でも行ってきなよ。頼むからほっといてよもう。
I can't help but smile as I listen to Hio Chidani-san bicker with her mom. From the way they speak, I'm sure her mom's cheerful attitude played a large role in keeping her spirits up while she worried about her friend. But speaking of Hio Chidani-san's friend, perhaps I ought to tell Akazuki-san and Mikado about her. If I do that, though, I get the feeling that they want to do more than simply watch. If they try to intervene by force, it could end up making the relationship between Hio Chidani-san and her friend even worse. In any case, I'll have to proceed with caution. Above all, my top priority is respecting Hio Chidani-san's feelings on the matter. You know, I don't think Mikado and Kana are really that intrusive. I definitely think they have tried to intervene when it seems like it's very important that they do, like with the Red Butterfly and Nozumi's route. But I feel like for the most part, they're very respectful, especially if you go into it saying, hey, Hichinani-san is not like too sure how she feels about this. So we're not really looking to go out and do something about it. We're looking for advice on how we can monitor the situation. I think something like that would be fine.
すみません。お待たせしました。
You sure?
多分もう大丈夫です。
Alright, let's
よ
get
ろしくお願
studying.
いします。
What subject should we start with?
数学お願いします。
Ah, I remember now. You said I had a really tough math teacher, didn't you?
ですね。いやらしい問題出す先生です。
Say, was it Natsumi that went to the same school as her? Like, maybe she'd have some advice? Because didn't she, like, study an old test or something? Let's study hard so you can get a good grade again.
はい、頑張ります。カフェステラと死神の
Well, dang. This episode's already been really great. I love it.
蝶。おはようございます。おはよう。おはようございます。昨日どうでした？
I don't know, you guys. Before I keep continuing this conversation, like, am I a bad person for thinking Mei is now, like, moved up to best girl? Like, obviously, Kano's great for many reasons, but I'm like, dang, I'm enjoying Mei's route so, like, so well that I'm like, would I consider her my favorite girl? I don't know. I'm just like, I'm just very blown away by how, like, thoughtful her route is. Like, there's so much good stuff in here. You know, we're gonna have to see how it ends before I make a decision. But, you know, Kana and Natsumi are both great girls, and like looks wise are probably better, right? But I don't know. May's got something to her that's very nice. And Kana does the same thing too. Like she has these very deep intellectual conversations and she checks on Kousei. I like that too. And Natsumi as well. I mean, when we went out drinking with her, she like really I feel like was looking out for us. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people like there's always a girl that you're like, okay, that's the canon girl like Kana, and that's the best girl, right? But I'm like everyone has like that other character that's not as popular that they're like, oh yeah, that's my favorite girl. I feel like Mei would be in that category. Like I know she technically isn't best girl, but she's my favorite girl. Okay, I don't know why I'm going off on a rant about this, but okay, we'll continue on.
高峰くんとデートだったんでしょ？で、
My
二人で
what?
出かけたんですよね。はい、出かけましたけど。高峰くん、何か痛いことしなかった？心配していたんですよ。高峰さん張り切りすぎて空回りしてないか。
Hey.
ね、変なはしゃぎ方しそう。デートって気負いすぎて。
Hey, I'll have you know, okay, that okay, well, when we were at the pool, he was totally being a creepo about it. But I'll have you know, once we went to her house, we played it very cool. We said some very nice things. I was very happy with what he said. He was saying all the right things, doing all the right things. Besides the fact that he said her room smells nice. I mean, for a lot of people, I feel like they're just going to take that weirdly. Even though it's a compliment. I personally believe it's a compliment. But, you know, you're not in a relationship yet, so it just sounds really weird.
ちょっと私抜きで楽しそうな話しないで。
I feel like Suzune is a lot like Mei's mom. She loves the gossip. She's always wanting to be in a conversation about love. And I'm going to do her route next, so she will definitely be in that conversation.
あ、鈴音さん、おはようございます。はい、お ようございます。で、昨日の話はい。どうだった？
We're all
どこまで
slacking off, not working.
どこまでって、そこいきなり聞いちゃいますか？
I just love the way her eyes change so much right there. She's just like,
だ
what?
って
What?
気
What?
になるじゃん。二人はもう裸の付き合いみたいなもんじゃん。
Bruh, no. We have certainly not. I mean, we definitely saw a lot more of her butt than I intended to, but no.
え、
No.
嘘。もうそこまで進んでるの？
Not to me.
いや、そんな。
Okay, May, you need to calm down and tell them the facts. Okay, you freaking out like this just makes it seem like you actually did something.
裸はちょっと語弊があるけど、水着じゃん、水着。ちょっとじゃなくてだいぶ語弊あるじゃないですか。
Yes, May, I absolutely agree.
水着、泳いだんですか？
Oh.
泳ぐ方です、プールに。プール？こんな時期にやってるんだ。近場にあったはずだよ。大きめの施設。
Oh,
屋内の温水プール。
that sounds so nice.
へえ、いいですね。そこに行ったんだ。
Yeah, that would be a cool date place for sure.
いえ、
For sure.
駅前の。駅前にあるんだ。いつできたんだろう。そういう施設、温泉も併設されてたりしますよね。駅前なら行ってみようかな。いえ、そういうのじゃなくて。ジム？はい、スポーツジム。
Fitness
二
center.
人でスポーツジムに行ったんですか？はい、です。
She sounds so ashamed of it. She's just like, ah, frick, you probably thought I was talking about a recreational pool, and they thought I was talking about a recreational pool. Everyone thinks I'm talking about one, but no, was not.
ありゃ、私てっきりレジャー施設とかでキャッキャウフフしてるかと。普通に運動してました。ね、はい。
That sounds like the lamest date ever.
別行動。話を聞く限りデートというか、ただ汗を流しに行っただけというか。期待外れですね。期待外れって、だってデートじゃないですもん。否定しながらも、実はだから違いますって。なんだ、つまらん。そっか、ジムか。日内谷さんらしいといえばらしいけど。浮かない顔ですね。いえ、その点についてはちょっと反省してまして。反省？実は先輩もレジャー的なのだと思っていたそうなんですけど、私にその発想がなく。コウセイだけデートだと思ってたんだ。いえ、それはないと思いますけど、ただ完全に正解はそっちだったなと反
Probably.
省をしておりまして。日内谷さんとしてももっといいデートにしたかったって後悔しているわけね。
I will say though, in contrast to Nozomi's route, where a lot of things just happen kind of coincidentally, like this one was a lot more believable, running into her friend and everything like that. It didn't feel like it was so forced. Like Nozomi's, there was a lot of stuff that felt really forced, and like this has felt so natural compared to that. I think that's why I have such high praise for this route after playing Nozomi's.
だから違いますってば。ぶっちゃけた話、どう思ってるんですか？
Yes, Kana, finally asking the good questions here.
どう？
Who? Dang, May, you didn't have to do us like that.
どうって。
Oh yeah, she totally likes him.
わかりやすいほど動揺してる。かわいい。
Natsumi and I connected right there. We knew.
いえ、尊敬してます。尊敬？はい。高峰くんを尊敬？
She's like, ew, you respect him?
そこで首をかしげないであげてください。高峰さんがかわいい。
Feel bad for him now.
ごめん。
Bruh.
尊敬だけ？だけってわけじゃないです
Yes, May, just say it.
でもまあ、おおむね尊敬と。
No, 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 just say it.
今日ってのぞみさんも来るよね。のぞみさんはお昼からですね。よし。みんな今日夜に予定ある？特には。私もないです。じゃあのぞみさんも大丈夫だったら。
Yes, thank you. Maybe if they're all talking about it again and they're in a more like carefree setting, maybe she'll just finally admit something.
そしてメイさんを囲む。
Dang, they're planning on ganging up on her, huh?
私をなんで
She just openly says her plans.
面白そう。面白そう。なんですか？なんでそんなにニコニコしてるんですか？よーし、今日も一日頑張ろう。はい、頑張りましょう。
It's like, okay, guys, let's go back to work. Yep.
女子会楽しみ。いや、
It's like, I've quite possibly been bamboozled. Wonder what Kousei is doing about the whole thing. Maybe even seeing what he's doing. See you guys
お
later.
疲れ様。どうする？どっかお店入る？
Oh, are you all going out to eat?
これから女子会なんです。楽しみです。
Is it just me, or is Hiyojidani-san the only one not very excited about it?
気のせい、気のせい。はい、気のせいです。
Yes, I am very excited. That was like a hostage.
探すのめんどいし、私の部屋でいっか。そうですね。コンビニでも寄って何か買いましょうか。決まり。それじゃあ行こう。あ、男子禁制だから。コウセイはちょっと時間潰してから帰るように。
You guys said you're stopping at a convenience store. Why can't I just go straight home?
ダメダメ。帰り道から女子会です。
Fine.
それじゃあ行こっか。
You alright, Hiyojidani-san? I'm gonna take that as a no.
行くよ、姉さん。
Dang, she sounds so depressed about it. She's like, oh, frick, I'm just gonna get grilled.
ビール飲む人。私は大丈夫です。
What is the drinking age in Japan? Is it 18? Because I'm pretty sure like May or maybe... No, I don't know. How old is Nozomi? I think she's technically supposed to be in high school still, so I think they're both 18.
私も遠慮しておきます。
I don't know if they can drink or not.
私よくわからず来ちゃったんですけど、何するんですか？メイさんとコウセイの関係を根掘り葉掘り聞く会です。
Well, I appreciate that she's very open about it.
コウセイ君と帰りたい。
I wanna go home.
まあ本当に答えるのが嫌な質問とかはしないからさ。何話せばいいんですか？ぶっちゃけ高峰さんのことどう思ってるんですか？いきなりぶっこんできましたね。それも話したじゃないですか。
Yes, but you weren't honest about it, okay?
本当に尊敬だけなのかなとって言われても。何かあったんですか？昨日2人で出かけてたの。あ、よかった。そういうって喧嘩でもしちゃったのかなって心配しちゃいました。ああ、逆。最近いい感じだなって。
Indeed, chummy.
ああ、そうだったんだ。墨染さんとしてはどうなの？幼馴染としては。コウセイ君、今までそういう話なかったかな。なかったと思うのでよかったなって。
I'm literally older than you. What do you mean? What do you mean, little Kousei?
完全に家族目線ですね。
I mean, yeah, they did kind of a brother, like, sister kind of relationship, a little bit.
そうなっちゃいますね、どうしても。付き合い長いですし。だそうです。って先輩たち、私をどうしたいんですか？真面目な話するとさ、はい。職場に男と女がいると、やっぱり特有の問題が生まれるわけ。
I mean, I wouldn't say in most workplaces it does, but okay.
特有の うまくやってくれるならいいんだけど、こじれると職場の空気が悪くなるし、作業効率も落ちたりする。事前にそういうリスクを回避するためにも、職場の人間関係を把握しておくのは大事なわけ。
Alright, fair enough. I'll give you this one.
ああ、なる。それみんなで集まる必要あります？
But then again, I'm also on the side of like, I don't think like an employer should be asking the relationship status of everyone at work. Like, that's not really your business. So,
ない。
I think it's just because they have such a close relationship that they can do this.
みんなで集まった方が楽しいかなって思っただけ。
I just thought it'd be funner with more people.
面白がってるのは否定しないけど、応援したい気持ちもあるんだよね。
Like, I do want to make fun of you for your guys' relationship, but at the same time, I want to support you. That's a good friend right there.
そこはみんな同じじゃない？
興味半分、応援半分ですね。
私は興味 100% ですね。
Well, at least you're honest.
じゃあ私は応援 100% で。
So we got one half and half. We got one curious, 100% curious, 100% support. Okay. So it balances itself out pretty good.
私も真面目に話すと、鈴音さんがおっしゃった通り、余計なお世話って思われても把握しておきたい気持ちはある。私にとって大事なカフェだから、万が一人間関係で問題が起こったら偏見かもしれないけれど、恋愛ってそういうことに発展しやすいだろうから。
How come they never did anything like this when Nozomi and them were dating? Like, they were super supportive the whole time.
恋愛、そういう方向に持っていこうとしてますけど。
違う？
そういうのじゃないと思います。はい。自信なさげですね。だって経験ないからわからないですし。肌から見てるといい感じに見えるけどね。いい感じ。メイさん、高峰さんと話している時と私たちと話している時では表情が全然違いますからね。
This is all very true.
そうですか？自覚ないですけど。
I think that's some of the best relationships, though, when they don't even realize, like, they're, like, kind of falling in love with the other person because they just get more, they're just more positive and happy when they're around a certain person.
なんだろう、キラキラしてるは言い過ぎ？でもそんな感じ。
先輩先輩って嬉しそうだよね。コウセイといるといつもより若干。嘘。
墨染さんから見て何か変化ある？高峰くんに。
ああ、どうでしょう。気が合うんだなぁとは思ってましたけど。
Yeah, I don't feel like we've really seen a whole lot of Nozomi.
でもメイちゃんには遠慮がないかも。夏目さんたちに比べて。
Yeah, because Mei is a lot nicer to him. Freaking Natsumi and Kana, like, just make fun of him and just crap on him.
確かに講義で隣に座るのもためらうくらい変な気を使う高峰くんって。
Oh, really?
女の子慣れしてないところちょっとありますね。でもメイちゃんには自然体で接してる気がします。
I agree.
自然体か。後輩っていうのもあるかもしれないけれど。
でも意識はしてるよ。昨日そわそわしてたもん。そわそわ？うん。仕事ぶりが少し浮ついてた。微笑ましくはあったけど、しっかりしろよーとも思ったんだよね。
That was true.
だからほんと真面目に早々に結論出して落ち着いてくれるとありがたいなって思ってる。結論って言われても、もうすぐバレンタインですし、タイミングとしてはちょうどいいですね。
Kana's thinking ahead. She's like, oh, it's almost Valentine's Day, too. So if your relationship is going at this speed and you guys become a couple by this point, you'll be able to celebrate Valentine's Day, growing your love. Like, she's doing, like, math equations in her head right now.
ああ、バレンタイン。お店で何かするんですか？
そのつもり。鈴音さんと相談中。
多分限定メニューを出すと思う。クリスマスみたいにケーキ売ろうにも。確かにケーキ屋さんであまり買わないですね。バレンタインチョコは日持ちしないしね。だから普通に限定メニュー出して 女子会とかに使ってもらえればいいかなって。ほら、友チョコってやつ。そうでした。相談しようと思っていたんです。
ああ、高峰くんに渡すかって。
はい。あと帝さんにも。職場の男性に渡すべきなのかどうか。
Yeah, you guys should give Mikado something. I think he would really appreciate that.
みんなからってことでまとめて渡しますか？一人一つずつ渡すとお返しも大変ですし。
そうね。渡さないのもがっかりさせそうだし。
で、メイさんだけは個人でちゃんと後世に渡すと。もうすぐそっちに持っていきますね。
What did you expect, May?
逆にいいの？私たちと一緒で。別に。ほら、抵抗あるんでしょ？だってそれは日頃お世話になってるので、そういうのはちゃんとしたいなって
There we
思い
go,
ます
May.
よ。
That's what I wanted to hear.
それだけ？
あれ、否定しませんね。
You're not denying.
こ
Kana.
んなに言われ続けると、本当にわかんないんです。先輩のことはそりゃ先輩として人として好きなので、恋かどうかとかわかんないですもん。うわー、甘酸っぱいな。
So adorbs.
あ、急にどうしたんですか？酔ってます？
ちょっとだけ。
A little.
例えばですけど、高峰さんが他の女性と仲良くしていたらどう思います？
Yeah, that can be a good way to tell, too.
どうって。
この中だと一番仲がいいのはやっぱり住染さん？
付き合いの長さで言えばそうなりますね。なんかある？これは自分しか知らないだろうな。自分だけ。そうですね。
Knows about all of our embarrassing music. She better not start singing it.
寝起きとか。なかなか際どそうな話ですね。別に変な話じゃなくて、今はちゃんと早起きできてますけど、前までは私が朝起こしてたんで。まあ、弟がいるからわかるんだけど、掛け布団をガバって取るとめっちゃ慌てるよね。
Sounds like something that Hiruto would have to have done for him.
あー、まあ
Oh! Ew. Okay, don't go into this.
ですよね。
あれ？
男の子は朝立ちですよ。
Yeah.
聞いちゃった。
Yes. I respect Suzude for that.
朝立ち？
Morning what?
朝は自然と勃起しちゃうんだって。
You just finally realized what they're talking about.
のぞみさんは慣れてそうだね。慣れてると言いますか、目に入っちゃうことはあるので。なるほどね。何度も見たわけだ、のぞみさんは。
Can we not have this conversation?
おティムティムって。
I know where they're going with this, but
直ではないですからね。朝起こしに行くとそういうこともある。どうなのさ、メイさんは。後世のさ、
Wing
セ
Dang
ンシティブ
Doodle.
ないや、センシティブな姿を他の女の子が知ってるの。
Wing Dang Doodle. That's a new one. I've never heard that one before.
センシティムティム。
完全に悪い酔い方してますね、鈴音さん。
Really? I think she's a fun drunk.
どうなのさ、性的なさ、部分をさ、他の女の子に見せちゃって
Okay,
るの。
that's a little misleading.
少しもやっとするかも。ってことは意識はしているわけだ、後世を異性として。そうなのかな。
I do feel like they're pushing May maybe a little bit too far now. Like I was okay with them kind of grilling her about it because, you know, sometimes that's what you need to do to like open somebody up to the fact. Because the thing about people is that a lot of people are not honest with themselves. So like, yeah, of course she loves him, right? Or of course she likes him, but she's not honest with herself that she does. Like she has all the signs and she has all the feelings, but she's not like in her mind saying, okay, I feel this way, so obviously I like him, right? A lot of people aren't that way. So sometimes you need something like this to kind of ease you into that thought process. Like, oh, I do this, this, and this when I think of him, right? So maybe I do like him, and then it gets your brain going, and you like kind of slowly accept that, like, hey, I do like him. But it's like, I don't know, you gotta ease into that, and they're like kind of just like trying to force her to feel this way, and she's not really like connecting it yet.
チョコレート手作りするなら言ってよ。とっておきの教えるから。手作り？それってあからさまに
言い訳しようがないくらい本命よね。
重いって思われそう。思うかな。すっごく喜びそう。ってわけでどう？手作りチョコ。手作り。本命。手作り。
倒れた。
She's just fainting.
顔真っ赤ですね。もうわかんないです。頭がパンクする。
Poor May.
いいね。恋する乙女。悶々としていいね。
Susune's just enjoying every moment of this.
っていうか、させてますよね。
可愛いからいじりたくなっちゃうよね。
Yeah, I think this is where Suzune, being a little bit older and more experienced, like, kind of can just come in and like tease her about it. She's like, oh, why are you being so shy about it? Just accept it and you'll have more fun, you know?
もう許してください。こういう話得意じゃないんです。興味 100% と言いましたが、もしアプローチするのなら高峰さんとメイさんには幸せになっていただきたいですし、私もできることがあったら言ってね。
私が言うのもなんだけれど、この話はそろそろ終わりに。
Dang.
内谷さんもう限界そう。
I like how Natsumi is the only one that like doesn't say anything about supporting. I wonder if Natsumi just has like feelings for us this whole time.
はい、限界です。恥ずかしい。いいね。青春。私には遠い昔だ。
Gosh, it's kind of... It does kind of suck that Suzune's route's gonna be really short, but I am curious to like know more about her backstory and like what her experience is being a little bit older.
鈴音さんもまだお若いじゃないですか。社会人と学生の違いは大きいって。
Because they said Suzune's around like 26, right? Or somewhere in there, like 24, 25, 26. So she's about my age, so she probably has a good amount of experience.
時間ってあっという間に過ぎちゃうからさ。後悔だけはしないようにね。
Yeah, that's the big thing. They don't regret nothing.
考えておきます。自分の気持ち。傍から見てると、ほんとわかりやすいんだけどな。当事者だからこそわからないのかもしれませんね。そういう気持ちって。
That is true.
そういうものかもね。
実感こもってそうですけど、やっぱり皆さん経験豊富なんです。
They're like, oh, nope.
全員目そらして。特にないか。
さて、バレンタインメニューの打ち合わせをしましょうか。
Change the subject.
はい、そうしましょう。ぜひそうしましょう。なんだか変なこと聞いてすみ。
I mean, to be fair, Kana of all people probably has, I guess, the most knowledge, because I feel like she's been alive for a long time, being a Grim Reaper and all. Natsumi, I feel like, would have the most real... No, wait, no. Yeah, I feel like Natsumi probably would have the most real-world experience, just because it sounds like she's been asked out a lot. Suzune would probably have, if I had to guess, the most experience, like, dating someone exclusively for a long period of time, like being in a relationship, but it sounds like none of them really do. So, like, if I was just, like, to guess how much experience they had.
先輩のこと好き。人として、異性としてわかんない。
Well, now that the seed's planted, you'll find out very quickly. You'll start to realize, like, oh, I'm thinking about him. You'll get there. Don't worry.
カフェステラと死神の
You got time, May. You got time.
蝶。おはようございます。
Oh, now she's gonna be super awkward around Kousei, though. That's a shame. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Lots of good stuff happened this episode. Like, probably one of my most favorite ones so far. I feel like just the whole conversation was good. I mean, I liked the last episode too. And okay, I've liked this whole route. Okay, but really good conversation. We had the really deep, meaningful, and then we had, of course, the lighthearted, laughing. You know, that's what I kind of expect from the game most of the time. Is just like the comedic kind of moments where they're talking about things like, oh, love and this and that and butterflies. But I liked when they had the more deeper, serious conversation too. It really contrasted. It's like vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup, right? It goes together. But yeah, overall, very good route. I'm excited to see if they're gonna end up doing some kind of confession, maybe next episode, because Valentine's Day is coming up. So it sounds like they're gonna make some chocolate. So maybe we'll get to see some more about that. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. I'm enjoying this route a lot. I mean, you guys have heard my thoughts, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.